Today on the channel, we got the most controversial G.I. Joe character of all time with Retro Duke.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another G.I. Joe Retro unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got not the true leader of G.I. Joe, old Duke Conrad Hauser himself. But for all your Duke needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and you guys know my stance on Duke. Duke is what he is, but he is not a true leader, and we get in arguments all the time in the comments section, but nobody listens to what I do say. Nobody listens. You don't use the ears of the people that fight with me on him, because everybody in your day job, say your day job or your school, there are people that are the perceived leaders. They're the ones that are designated as the leader. They're not always the leader. That is not the case. You've probably been there in your life somewhere along the way, where, hey, this guy's the leader, but the guy that really motivates the team, the really guy that leads from the front line, is a guy like Flint. Of course, Flint, the greatest leader of all time, he might not be General Hawk, he might not be Duke, but he is leading the charge, and he's got the respect of the team. Duke's got a little bit of respect, Hawk's got the respect, but people are like, you know what, I'll follow Flint into that Cobra Law pit. I'll do whatever it takes, because Flint's got my back, and I got his. Duke, you can't say that about. He's all about nepotism. He's bringing in Falcon in. He's doing these stupid things with Falcon, getting Alpine and Bazooka almost killed. It's all on Duke's head at the end of the day. I'm going to say right now, he probably should have died in the cartoon. Yes, I said it. He probably should have. That was the original plan there. But he did a lot of dumb decisions that really almost cost the planet the end of the planet with Cobra Law. We all saw that there. Not a true leader. A true leader doesn't do that. He loves his family, of course, but he is not going to sacrifice the world for his one family member that is a goof-off at the end of the day. So, rant over. Flint continues to be the true leader at G.I. Joe. But Duke, an all-timer, I guess. You got to say he is. He's one of the biggest characters in the Joe brand, as we do know. And a bit controversial in the Classified series. Of course, the first release of Duke didn't go over so hot. A lot of people didn't like that one. This is the one they wanted, and here we are many years later getting this one. And we did, of course, get a Tiger Force one. Once again, second in command to Flint in Tiger Force, just for those keeping track at home. G.I. Joe across the top looking good. Beautiful packaging design. Love this. A love letter to the 80s is what this looks like to me. Duke looking good in the package there. Got the slim packaging there. We've unboxed Recondo on the channel. Scarlet to come soon as well. This latest retro wave. On the back, we got the file card looking good. There's that cross sell. A lot of jibber jabber. A lot of jibber jabber at the bottom. Let's see what this file card says. Conrad S. Hauser. Role, First Sergeant. Primary specialty, Airborne Infantryman. Secondary specialty, Artillery, like the heavy metal band. He's a small arms armorer. Birthplace, St. Louis, Missouri. Beautiful this time of year. You guys tell me. It's up and down over there in St. Louis, the times I've went, but I'm all about the pizza over there. Give me some pizza down there. Graduated top of his class at Airborne School. After running 4 different Special Forces schools, he turned down a commission to instead serve as acting First Sergeant of G.I. Joe. Maybe it was a mistake. Just saying. Maybe he should have stood what he was doing. I don't know. You guys tell me once again. But we're going to get him out of the package here. At least we're hopeful to. This new carding on here is a lot thicker, a lot better than the old carding. But it does make things a little harder to get out of the package, which I guess isn't the end of the world, because I think a lot of people are keeping these, of course, mint on card. And I can't really blame you. If I had the room, I'd probably do the same thing, as these do really hit you in the nostalgia feel, and they are very, very nice looking cards. But looking good there. We're going to give the old heave-ho. See you later. How about a little plastic prison? A double plastic prison with Duke. Oh, just so fitting here. Got Duke right there. And we got this one right here. So we're going to pop everything out. We're going to talk all things Duke. Duke, the First Sergeant. I don't know. I don't know about Duke. I know a lot of you guys just love Duke so much. I don't know why. I worry about some of you guys. And gals. I worry about the gals, too. I mean, you see a true leader. I mean, you just don't blindly follow some of these people. Just because he's got the badge doesn't mean you know, he's the be-all, end-all. That's what I would say. That's just a pro tip. That's a pro tip. I like to think of myself that way. You know, I wasn't always the top leader of organizations, but a lot of people followed me. Just because, hey, Kyle's got our best interest at heart. See you later, goodbye. That's just the way it goes. That's a true leader at the end of the day. One time I quit a job and about 50 employees quit with me. Just saying, just saying. I hired a bunch of them over at my new job is where they all followed me over. So you never know. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business here. And it's truly monkey business whenever we're involved with old Conrad Hauser, as we know. We do get the stand. Once again, Hasbro. Let's sell these on Hasbro Pulse. Give us 10 packs over there. I'm here for that. Duke's got 2 Fists of Fury when he's got to square off with Serpentor or something. He's got fists and he can use them. Kinda. A lot of accessories with this one, though. I'm here for that. We do get a little dagger knife here. A very gummy weapon. Brown handle, silver blade. Here for this. Got to have a knife just in case. You never know. You do get that Duke backpack here. He's got the nice tan color, and then you do got that shovel on the back. On the back, it does say G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Wherever There's Trouble, G.I. Land, Sea, and Air. The whole theme song there, they really put that over in the live stream at the time. Honestly, not a fan of putting that on here. You guys, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. It's not the biggest deal in the end of the world, but it seems weird, seems corny, and it feels like it takes us out, like breaks the 3rd wall or something. I don't know. Or is it the 4th wall? 4th wall? We're breaking all the walls, even the 5th and 6th wall, if there is one. I could be the ceiling and the floor. You never know. But I'm not a big fan of that, but it is there. Keep a track at home. We do get his binoculars. Of course, Duke definitely spying on people all the time. Maybe a little bit of a voyeur. Who knows what Duke's up to? He's staring. He's probably keeping an eye on Scarlet and Snake Eyes. He can't keep his girl down, kind of like Lady J and Flint. Flint's got Lady J right by his side. Treats her right. Scarlet's like, you know, this Duke guy, I'm going to go over to Scarlet. Even though his face is disfigured and he hides and he doesn't talk, he's more interesting than Duke. I think that's what Scarlet was saying. Fact check it. It's true. It's true. So there you go. We do get a little pistol here, of course. Duke rocking the black pistol, looking very nice here. You can put effect pieces in the end from other Joe things if you want to. A little black pistol looking good. And then when I think of Duke, especially Tiger Force Duke as a kid, I always think of this weapon here looking really good. Don't mind this one right here. And then, oh, a little magazine comes out. It looks like, what does this say on here? Relationships Monthly and How to Change Your Life. Well, Duke needs all the help. He's reading self-help magazines, apparently. That tells you all you really need to know as well. Got that going there. And then another Duke gun. More of the classic G.I. Joe gun that's kind of the standard issue green shirt weapon. That's what this is. Usually a brownish color. It's green in this one. Got the grayish handle on the end. Interesting enough here. But Duke really loaded out with a lot of different stuff. There's no doubt here. Now we're getting down to Duke, and we do got Duke's helmet. Even got a visor with it here. Nice clear visor that goes up and down. That is a nice little touch. I could see this being reused in the future as I almost throw it off the table. We could see some of this with like Zap and some of those guys. If they ever get that deep into the line, we'll see what happens there. I know a lot of people want their Zaps out there. Give me that short fuse. I know how it goes. But that is it there for accessories. Now we're diving into old Duke here. Duke looking a little bit older than the last one. We'll do comparisons later on in this video, of course. Got the satchel around the top. Got a little grenade. Got some pockets throughout. Got the hole in the back, of course, that goes through there. Looking good. But I was talking about him. He's got the blonde hair going on. Definitely looks a little older. Doesn't look like young Duke from the first Classified series. Got a little badge on his chest. Got the American flag on his shoulder. Looking good there. Tan shirt across the top, looking good. Got his rolled up sleeves. Maybe he's going to get some work done. Who knows what he's up to. Gray army pants going on. You got a holder for the pistol here, a holder for the knife. Brown boots as well. Very plain Jane kind of army man guy, but this is really more what we think of with Duke, of course, in the G.I. Joe series. So this does play a lot of hits for a lot of people, and I do expect this one to be the most popular of the 3 retro figures that have just recently been released. Arms go all the way around for us. Nice butterfly cut on there as well. Bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, extremely tight. Hands back forth, side to side. Got the up and down trigger hand there. Hula hoop at the top. That's the top waist. Then you got the lower waist there. Big old Duke splits. He was a gymnast. I'm not saying too much about that, but he was a gymnast back in St. Louis. I think he was into tumbling, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check that if you want. Leg does go up. You got a thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees, very tight. Once again, you do got the boot cut. You do got the ankles back and forth, up and down. Playing all the usual Duke hits and all the usual G.I. Joe Classified hits as far as the articulation does go. It has got a belt there with more pockets sculpted in. But everything, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Everything can store on the figure, which is always a hallmark of the Classified series. we're here for that. That does work out well for us with old Duke. Now, does Duke fit on a Ringside Collectible Mattel stand? Well, what do you know? He fits right there. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at Ringside Collectibles. If you're looking for your stands for your classified series, this will work for him. But I did mention some of the other Dukes. This was the first go-around Duke, and similar but different, I guess we'll call this one here. But not quite the same deal. This is a little far off the mark from what people wanted out of their Duke from the Classified Series 1. This is more based on the video game that was out at the time. This is more of a retro, old school, what we think of Duke for the most part. Close, but not perfect. And when I do think perfect, and for me, I go back to the animated series. I know some go to the comic books. It really is where you go. But I think of the Super 7 Duke. This is probably my favorite Duke figure of all time. In all honesty, this one just pops out for me. This is what I think of Duke. I can hear the voice in my head. I really do enjoy the Super 7 Ultimate G.I. Joe line. It's not for everybody, but it's something I've wanted since I was a very small child. I wanted to get animated representation of these characters, and we're getting that from Super 7. I'm very excited for it. Maybe you are as well, but I know a lot of people are excited for the Classified series. Obviously, that is the Big Joe brand as of right now, as we're filming this video, and probably well into the future as well. But 3 different versions of Duke. Be interested to hear what your favorite of the 3 versions is. I like this Super 7 Ultimate, like I said, but I do prefer this one over the last incarnation in the Classified series. Be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. But there it is. That's Duke. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got 2 YouTube channels. Make sure you subscribe to both of those. We got videos every single day on both those channels. We, of course, also have a Patreon. And when I say we, I do mean me. I do have a Patreon channel with early access to all the videos on the channel. You also get all the figure photography. You get giveaways, Q&As, dog stuff, pizza reviews. It's all over there on the old Patreon every single day with plenty of content. You can also support the channel at PressingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget Barnes & Noble for the hardcover exclusive edition. Amazon softcover is my recommendation. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Class Superstar series. About 700 pages of content here by yours truly. Appreciate all the support. If you are looking for an autographed copy, hit me up over there at SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Conrad Hauser Duke, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.